So, welcome back everybody to a brand new LP of mine. We are playing our very first Switch game, if you don't want to count the 3D All-Stars when I did Galaxy. And if anything, once I hit these triggers, you're going to see another first, at least for me. Let us start this. My very first platinum game as well. Lab work. That's what it is.
Prime core, fully seated. Activity levels at 35.72, 36.18, 37.95. No sign of chimeric transformation.
Understood. The particle gun is online and ready to fire. Whenever you're ready.
Let's begin.
Activate the astral chain. Engage the restraints.
Well then, have the next candidates been chosen?
Yes, they have. But they're not from our usual channels. They're two new officers who just joined Criminal Affairs. They're Captain Max's children. The twin orphans he took in. I've seen their test results, and frankly, Doctor, none of our other candidates come close. I've already taken the liberty of filing for their transfer to Neuron.
I understand.
So now we get to choose our character. And if anything, if you guys remember that one poll I made back when Coliseum was being made, I think like near the the end of Coliseum, I asked you guys to choose what character I played, either between male, female, or just my own idea. It ended on a 50-50. So I'm choosing my idea, but I'm starting off with the male to show off, and the only difference between these two characters is just who you're playing as and the name you get to choose. So basically, once you choose a character, you get to change their hairstyle into anything you like, their hair color as well. Same thing with their eye and skin color. I'm keeping it normal. But once you get to the name, you can just hit random and it goes through like 3-4 names that the game automatically puts. Ryota, Kazuma, Yamato, Ryo. And for the females, the same thing. You could just go through different names. Misaki, Akane, Kaede, Miki. But I'm choosing how I usually choose my names when I play this game normally was that I named it Makoto because I was trying to give it another like general neutral name, like around the Japanese, around the Japanese language. And the other thing that came to my mind was Makoto because the easiest way to show you and the easiest example to give you is Persona, because you got Makoto Yuki in 3 and Makoto Nijima in 5. So yeah, I usually name them Makoto. But how my brother named it is that we found a Reddit post about choosing these names, and how this Redditor chose the names is because he picked 2 names that still goes in the same like style that the name of the other twin is, because once you choose your playable character, the other twin is still in this game. It's not gone. But I will not say what the name of the twin is until later this episode. But what they chose is that they named the male Akihiko and the female Aki, which I did like and my brother did like as well. But since we're starting off with the male, we're gonna name him Akihiko and we're moving on.
Brenda, where are the 2 new candidates now?
Doctor, we've just received reports from the police of a confirmed gate opening in Central City. All available officers have been sent to investigate. I assume the twins are no different.
That will do. Let's consider this their field test.
But sir, we haven't even briefed them on the project.
Never mind that. If they were to fail now, we couldn't use them anyway. Brenda, humankind no longer has any more time to waste on useless formalities.
Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new game. Welcome to File 1, and what we would call Chapter 1. Right now, we're just trying to get to where that lady said. And how this LP is going to work is that any normal gameplay, I'm going to try my hardest to keep commentary up, and any cutscenes like the one we just saw is going to be it's going to be a normal non-commentary. But if there's something I remember about the commentary throughout the gameplay, I will keep quiet so you guys can hear it, but I'll go back to normal commentary. And how this is working is that we move back and forth shooting these enemies to take them out.
This is Akira Howard. I've just arrived on scene.
And we have found out the name of our twin as well.
Do you read me?
Her name is Akira Howard. And that's why the Reddit post also went with the name of Akihiko and Aki, because it goes with the same style of what Akira is, which I like. My brother did like it and then named both of them like that. So that's what I'm going to be using for this LP. And if anything, this is just chapter 1, and each chapter, each file has their own things. These stop signs here, you could just like ride on them to just go through more of the level. It's really cool.
You can hear me, right? Where the hell are you? Come on, get over here now.
And how each file is presented is that we have 2 different types of cases. First one is red cases, which are main story quests, quote unquote, that we just have to do to progress with the story. So basically think of these as like required parts of a level to go. The first part of this, we just have to ride our bike through the area, avoiding cars and avoiding enemies, and we just have to hold our button. In this part, we have to mash the button to shoot enemies on the truck. Once we're done with a red case, you get your evaluation and you get like a marking of how much you do, and you get experience points based on what you did. You can also press X to just see the like whatever picture that it uses to show you that you're done with the chapter. It's pretty cool. You can also still move in these. It's pretty cool. But as soon as we're done, we get to see the PSL liner crash. There's nothing we can do about it. And we just boost off of the tunnel. At least we're safe. I don't think this bike's gonna last though, bro. We're getting shot up. I don't think this bike's gonna last. Oh, okay. Well, at least we're on our feet now. Now we're on foot. This game auto saves every time, but now we're on foot. We can just move with our left stick. You can use the right stick to move, and it's not inverse. So if you hold left, you go left, right, you go right, up and down are the same. If you click in the right stick and while holding it, you get to run around as well, which running around is one of the best ways to get around this area.
Boy, am I glad to see you. Give me a hand, will you?
So now we get introduction to blue cases. Blue cases are like not mandatory, but sometimes they're like there to not progress the story, but to do something. They're just here for like extra rewards and stuff like that, and they can be used for some more experience as well. Right now we're just trying to get this injured man to a helicopter lift to take him to the hospital, because there's a bunch of people banged up on the highway. But other than that, it's just as simple as just get him there, and we're done with the blue case. How this LP is gonna work is that I'm gonna try my best to go for all of the red cases we can normally do, because this game is gonna be split off into like 3 acts. I'll explain it in the next episode, because this episode does not give me that much time to explain it. But when I get to sit down and explain more, it's gonna be easy. Oh, I went down. Oh, you gotta run forward. And now we get our introduction to aberrations. There are enemies of this game. Also, we can just attack with the right bumper, and we can evade with the B button. And as soon as we get through the truck, we get into another fight, showing the 2 different modes our weapon can be. Our weapon can be in two different parts. A baton, great for fast attacks in close quarter combat, and if I hit up on the D-pad, I get to do another one for a gun. The gun is useful for a couple things. If there's enemies far away from me, I can use that to shoot them And if they're flying, like these enemies, I can just shoot them out of the sky. The other thing we just learned is lock on. If you click on the right stick, you get to lock on the nearest enemy. And once the enemy is down, it auto switches to the next one. Simple as that. The flow of this combat is really good. So if you can master like just going from one to the other and switching between your weapons, it's gonna be really cool. We are done with this red case as well.
Hey, are you hurt? Here, take this. It'll heal you right up.
Now let's get the introduction to items.
Do you read me? Come on, where are you?
I know that voice. They went to check out the crash site. Eyes open out there.
Can I get the diamond, please? There you go. Items. Items go into two different categories. There are normal and they are temporary. So you hold the X button to just open up the menu, and then you can use the left stick to go to any shortcut you have. So we only have 3 items right now. The normal one is just something you just buy off the store, but we have no access to the store, so we don't need it right now. These items with the flower icon, they're temporary. So they're only like equated and grabbed throughout the mission we're in. And once we're done with the mission, they just vanish into the ether. So anytime you get these items, use the ones with the flower first. And I think in the game normally it uses the temporary ones first, then it uses the normal one. You just press X to use the item, but I have not been damaged that much, so I'm gonna just go. Also, we get chests. Every time we open up a box, it gives us something we can use, so like medicine and some other stuff. And it's really cool to just go around and find these, but I'm not gonna make it a habit to open all of these because there's a bunch of them. But let's just jump into the cutscene.
Hey, how you doing? Just stay with me.
My leg. It's my damn leg. I can't move like this.
A gate?
Also, a thing you can do in this game that I don't think the game tells you is you can switch your weapons throughout like a cutscene, and it's very funny to see it move and spaz out.
Targets. But whatever they are, we can't see them.
Can't see them? Are you sure it's not just an aberration hidden somewhere? Whatever they are, get out of there now. That is all.
Wait, hey! Don't you hang up on me! Damn! How are we supposed to fight something we can't even see? This is real bad. I don't know how we're gonna make it.
Well, so much for that.
in time, huh?
Dad?
Better put the reunion on hold.
Max, you must let them use the Legatus.
Wait a minute, Commander. What the hell are you saying?
You cannot expect them to fight chimeras on their own. This is an order, Captain. Don't worry about calibration. I've already loaded their personnel data into those devices.
If you say so.
Captain, are you serious?
What is this thing?
That thing will let you use a legion of your own. Really hoped you two wouldn't get caught up in all this. Damn it, Commander. Now don't go dying on me.
Huh?
More enemies amok.
ID code confirmed. Starting up. Core released. Engaging asset protocol. Stabilized. Asset protocol complete. Trained Legion.
So now we get introduction to the legions as the Legatus system called it, I think.
Saved my ass plenty of time.
So the legion is basically like a JoJo stand. If you guys watch JoJo,
It's like I'm feeling everything it feels.
and it's very cool. Basically, if you want to call your legion, you press the right bumper, it'll come out. But if you want to send it,
Ugly son of a bitch.
you can just use the left trigger.
The Ark's not
And
so
if anything,
public
you can also
anymore.
control your legion, which is kind of cool.
The Ark's enemy.
These red little things I'm collecting is called red matter, and the whole point of the red matter, other than just cleaning up, is, well, a way to increase your gauge on the legion. At best, you can get is double the gauge you currently have, and since my gauge is at 100, I get 200, meaning I can use this for a lot longer. Always try to grab a lot of red matter because you can just keep using your legion for a while. Every time you every time you just attack, you gain more,
Keep 'em out too long and they over.
and the more time you use your legion, the more the gauge will deplete. And when the gauge is depleted, you won't be able to use your legion for a while. And in this game, it's kind of bad. So yeah, every time you're not using the legion, it's good to just call it out, like to dismiss it, and then you could just, as soon as you see another enemy, bring it back out to deal damage and have fun. Now we can just literally do combos like this, quote unquote, where you can just have your legion attacking and you attacking at the same time, double the damage, and you can get these enemies down in no time. Some of these enemies have a name, like Lias here. These are like bosses, quote unquote, mini bosses of this area. You just have to keep attacking.
This one seems stronger than the others.
Also, you can do some perfect dodging in this game if you know how normal platinum games are. If you perfect dodge, so dodging before the attack comes out, you can do a counter attack by just pressing the right trigger for you to just do that. There's also like back attacks. If you attack the enemy behind the back, you'll do more damage, which is cool, and it will speed up the process of killing these things more and more. So just keep attacking it. Later on in the fight, it'll go up here, grab a truck, and he'll just chuck it at you. Once that happens, we're already done. Also, these people have V-hops. Like, what the hell? So now we're at the part of Resident Evil 6 where we have to climb up the falling bridge as Chris, and so we don't have to die and do that bullshit part again. Basically just dodge left and right, you'll be fine. Unlike RE6, you're not gonna die if you get hit by a car. But once you see the PSL liner, again, progression has been made. And this is one of the few cutscenes that sold me on this game when I first played it.
That?
We are done with the last red mission, red case in this area. I do like this though. Also, since I have the zoom in mechanic for my Switch, you'll be seeing me do this a lot. So just get ready.
Are you okay? You nearly gave me a
Other than that, it's just fun.
Are you sure you've never used a Legion before? You're already way better at it than Max.
I'm standing right here, Alicia. But I gotta admit, that was something. Damn thing moved like it was a part of your body.
Okay. Copy that. Understood. Well, that seems to be all of them. We'd better get back to HQ.
All right, you two are coming with us. I'll try to explain all this later.
We're getting helicopter lifted, boys. We're saved. Now we get the intro card for this game. So, unironically, I'll say this now before this thing ends, but I will say this, how I first found out about this game. I don't remember when Astral Chain came out. I know it came out around the time like Odyssey was being announced and shit like that. So it was still like pretty early in the Switch's lifetime. But I thought this game was Daemon X Machina when I first saw it. Because I saw Daemon X Machina, and then this thing came out in the Nintendo Direct. So I thought this still was like Daemon X Machina. I still thought this was Daemon X Machina when I picked up the copy. And then, I had fun. Me and my brother both had fun with this game. And legit, it's just my first ever Platinum game I've ever played. Though I've owned the Wii U, I never owned the 14101 growing up. That's another game I should play. I have a copy of that. Anyway. As any video game standard is, they spoil most of the game in like an intro. But welcome to Astral Chain. And this is my next LP. At the end of every file, we get a rewards page with a really cool background within the cutscene or within the game. It's really good. Here we basically get to see our red cases, how much we've done. If we click on the right stick, we see all the blue cases we've done. In the top right, you get to see the difficulty we're in, which when you basically start off this game on a new file, it's always on casual, which is the weirdest thing in the world. Sorry for the yawn. But yeah, basically we all start off on casual, which is weird. Under that, we also get to see the amount of red matter we collected, items we found, and basically since we're in casual, we just get like a badge saying that we've done the level and that we've completed everything in this one. We go to our next page, we get to see stuff like basically our rewards list. So since we're cadet, we have that much to work with in our payment. Our payment does nothing for us. It's just to level up our rank. So basically we get to do duty rewards, so what we were as a rank. Keywords are for later in the game, we'll explain that later. Cases closed are the amount of cases you've done, red and blue. Red matter clean up, how much red matter you completed, how many enemies you've defeated, your hazard, meaning your difficulty bonus, AED, which is something we'll explain later, and chapter completion, which is each chapter we have done. Combine all of those together and we get a pay. And our rank goes up each time we do chapters. So let's just have some fun. So now we could change the gameplay to start off on any saved game. And now we can also change our play style, meaning our difficulty, to one of a few. We got Unchained, meaning it just lets the game take care of itself for combat. If you just want the story, you can just have fun. Casual is basically, it's it's the easy mode of the game. You'll be revived 6 times before game over. It's kind of fun. But here is the difficulty we're going to be playing on in the next episode. Platinum Standard. Platinum Standard style, which offers a considerable challenge for action game fans. And now our performances will be ranked by the tried and true platinum letters. But that's neither here nor there. Next time on Astral Chain, we're going to be going to our next case. We're going to be going to our next file. And I'll say this, each file is not going to be as long as this episode. This is the only episode that might be as long as it should be, because this case is short, but the intro takes in more. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you guys will like this LP because I love this game. And, well, if you do have a Switch and you want something that's like Mario or the other stuff, I would recommend to pick this game up. Hope you have a wonderful day. And I really do hope you guys will like my idea starting the next episode. Talk to y'all then.